This is nScreenNoise. My name is Colin Dixon, founder and chief analyst at nScreen Media, and today is November 19th, 2020. Well, Hulu announced that it was increasing the price of its live TV virtual MVPD service $10 to $64.99 a month. The price increase takes place on December the 18th, so you will be seeing a big increase in your bill if you're a Hulu Live subscriber. And this is on top of a $10 increase that it implemented last year in November at about this time. So if you look at the price in October 2019, the price in this December will be 44% higher than that. That's a huge increase in just 13 months. So the question is, did Hulu really need to increase the price yet another $10? Well, what I did was I ran the numbers on the underlying cost of the channels that they bring you in that service. How much do they actually have to pay the programmers for those channels? So if you go back to 2017, Hulu had, when it first launched, Hulu had 50 channels and it was about $40 a month. Now, at that price, my calculations tell me that it was making a loss, probably as much as $5 per person per month loss. So it clearly had to increase prices. It increased prices, I think, about a year after that, $5, and then, of course, last year, $10. So when it got to $55 last November, my calculations tell me that they actually had a couple of dollars headroom after they paid the programmers for the content. So they had a couple of dollars there where they could start paying for other underlying costs like streaming and customer support and stuff like that. So fast forward to today, the service has about 60 channels, and I estimate the cost of those channels to be about $55 a month. That's how much they have to pay the programmers for the average Hulu Live subscriber for that content. So it would seem that they've got about $10 of headroom to pay for streaming costs and customer support and everything else. And I think they probably have at least $5 in there that's just pure profit. And it's probably a little bit better than that because they also can sell advertising in the channels that they are licensing. They have that in their agreement with the programmers that they can insert some ads, usually 3 or 4 an hour, and they get to keep that money. But I don't think it's a great deal of money, bearing in mind they only have about 4 million live subscribers. So the question then becomes, will the price increase have people heading for the exit? And the answer is, I think, yes, but maybe not in the way that you think. Firstly, the $10 increase that Hulu instituted last November does not seem to have adversely impacted it. Since then, the service has gained 900,000 subscribers. So that's good news, right? Increased the price $10 and it still gained nearly 1 million subscribers. But the bad news is that actually Hulu with Live is more expensive than that. Disney says that Hulu plus Live subscribers spend about $72 a month. So why is that more than the $55? Well, they're including, obviously they have to have Hulu on top of that. They also may be paying for expanded DVR service and one of those packages. They have a couple of packages that you can add on, and all of that pulls up the average price to $72. That means when they increase the price $10 next month, the average user will be paying $82 a month. That's almost as much as the average user of Comcast pays for its Xfinity TV service, and Comcast gives you a bunch more channels than the 60 that's in Hulu Live. So, yes, I do think that this is going to lead to a wave of cancellations, but not in the way you think. I think people will turn Live off, and Hulu actually encourages them to do that. When it increased the price $10 last year, it said, if this is too much for you, just turn Hulu Live off, and then you can continue to watch Hulu. And then if you want to watch something, then you can just turn it back on. So next year, for example, when the Olympics happen, maybe people can just turn it on again for a couple of months so that they can watch the Olympics. So this is a great compromise, I think, for consumers. And so while I do think that the $10 will cause people to turn it off, they won't leave. They may well turn it on again later when there's something specific that they want to watch. And that's the real benefit of virtual MVPDs over old cable television. It's just so easy to turn it on and then turn it back off again. So if you've enjoyed this analysis, why don't you sign up for the nScreen Media newsletter? You can come to the nScreen Media website and click on that newsletter button, and you can get that daily or weekly. And of course, as always, it is absolutely free. We'll see you again next time.